So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about the analysis project, which is kind of like the big kind of closing project to this course. So um, what I try to do is I try to make it a little bit easier um, for you to complete individually rather than making it a group project. It's just my thing. I really, really, really dislike group projects. Um, I've been in bad groups. I've been a bad member in groups when I was in college, um, and it's just it's let me put it this way. What do I care about? I care about your ability to understand financial analysis. I can't assess your individual ability to know financial analysis if you're working in a larger group, and I have no way to tell who's doing what. And that you've got to spend, let's say, 10, 15, 20% of your time managing your dumb group members who don't want to do their part, or the ones who are too eager and want to do it all, and the other one, and it's to drag everyone else to do it, or the ones who, quite frankly, don't care at all. And then there's obviously ones who do care. Way too much drama, and I don't think it's effective. The argument I typically hear as a response to that is the real world has people doing group projects. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Group projects exist in the real world, but um, this isn't preschool. We don't need to learn how to share and do things together. Um, I want you to do it yourself. Now, with that said, I have to scale it back a little bit because you are doing it yourself. And so let me talk about what you are doing and then how we're going to manage this. Okay. So what we are doing here is an analysis project. Um, in the analysis project, you're basically um, going to choose a company that is publicly listed. This is now my second semester teaching this course. I read a lot of Tesla papers last semester. Not saying don't do Tesla, but dude, I read a lot of Tesla papers. I'm not stopping you from doing it, and people can pick similar companies to others, but the risk you face is that I became quite an expert in Tesla as a company. So I tended to grade those, like I say, harder, but I knew a lot more because I was reading so many of them. Okay. So in this analysis project, you are basically using the skills you learned in this class to basically serve the role as an analyst, doing everything except the valuation process. Now, in this course, we do spend some time how to do the valuations, but given everything else you have to do that you have to write up, it then starts to grow something beyond what one person should be expected to do in a course, in addition to the homeworks and exams. So, um, so it's kind of like a hybrid analysis project. I don't have you doing the valuation, but I have you doing everything else. And you're going to both write something and you're going to make a video where you present that analysis. So let's talk about each of these. And then I'll talk to you about how to sign up for Google Classroom so you can kind of see how this is done. So let's just talk about it first, and then I'll make a separate video about how to sign up for Google Classroom. So let's presume you've already watched the video about how I show you how to sign up for Google Classroom. This course will appear. It'll appear like this. You'll click on classwork up here, and you'll see the analysis project here. Let's talk about the. Actually, I want to move this down here. Let's talk about the written component first. Actually, no, I want to move this up here. So you'll see here that the final version is due on May 2nd for both the written and the oral presentation, the video presentation. I will accept drafts of the project up until April 22nd. So let's talk about this. This class has an analysis project, and I make a document that walks you through what you need to do. Okay, so let's look at that. All right, so here I show you how to sign up for Google Classroom. And what you basically are going to need to do here. Sorry, I just want to make sure I've got everything else here posted. I do. Okay. What you're going to be doing here is you're going to be this document. Let me just show it to you here. So as you'll see here, I'll use this for final grades as well. Um, what you're going to be doing here is it's going to be about you're going to find that you're going to be writing about 6 to 10 pages is probably as long as it's going to be, and these are the sections. So start off like opening up a Google Doc or opening up a Word doc and create these sections: investment summary, business description, industry overview and competitive positioning, financial analysis, and analysis of cash flow. The only thing that's missing in these sections is valuation. I am not expecting you to do that. In the other part of the project, you are creating that video presentation, oral presentation. Let's skip over that for right now. Here's the rubric. These rubrics will kind of help you shape how much time to spend on certain things. Let's talk about the written analysis. Um, so as I kind of say here, one of the critical things that you're going to need to be able to do is you're going to need to be able to read a financial statement and talk about and analyze that financial statement. Um, and as I say here is the components of a typical financial analysis. You'll notice here you are not doing part 4. You will not be doing this part. The parts 1, 2, and 3. The idea with parts 1, 2, and 3 is that in your business courses and even economics courses you've taken so far, you can do parts 1, 2, and 3 even before you took this course. What you got out of this course, whether you realize it or not, is an ability to do number 5 and 6. So if we go up to the points part back up here, that's 45 points of the total 85 points in the written section. So it is the bulk of the written component. So do not shorten things up too much there. And then I kind of walk you through step by step how to do this project. So quite literally, just follow the steps. And if you get concerned about following the steps, that would be where you email me or send me a draft. But if you follow these steps, you should have something pretty close to what you want. I kind of give you an idea of how long it should take you to do this. I'm gonna make a separate video about how to use Koifin or Yahoo Finance. So I'll make. Well, I guess I can have you use this video here. This one that I made you already. It's one I made last semester, but it should still be relevant. And then we've got the video presentation here where I kind of walk you through it. And then I give you an example. I finish this off by giving you an example of a company. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to ask a student from last semester if I can use a copy of their presentation to share with the class as well, so you have a good idea of how to do it. Now, by picking that company, that one then would be off limits. So I'll try not to pick a Tesla, despite how popular it is. Um, I'll try to pick a different company so that way you can kind of have another guide of how to do it. Okay, so this video in combination with the others I provided hopefully should give you a good idea about what you need to do for this analysis project.